Hey there guys, it's your boy Acris. We're back with some Trails of Cold Steel 2. And last time, all we did was get acquainted with the ship, learn about the facilities here, and we spoke to everyone. So the next thing on our list to do is the quest, and obviously we gotta go around and speak to everyone in those specific locations as well. And I really need to go to Guerrilla Proving Ground to go find my daughter Monica. We gotta bring Monica aboard. Obviously we're gonna bring everyone aboard, but especially my daughter. Anyway, hopefully you guys are doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Just been busy lately. But outside of that, nothing's wrong with me. Hope you guys can say the same for yourselves. What is this? There's a book on the Order of the Phoenix Wings. The Medal of Charity, an award granted only to those who have independently and voluntarily strived to better the lives of others across the land. The Medal of Love, an award granted only to those who have demonstrated love for their fellow human beings, showing and earning the trust and understanding of many people. The Medal of Strength, an award granted only to those who have performed great acts of strength, defeating powerful foes to protect this nation and its people. Okay, very similar to the medals we got in the first game, kinda. Oh, I will say this though. Right before I started recording, I already went ahead and did all my orbit stuff, just so I don't waste too much time with it. Hopefully you guys don't mind. I just feel like that part of it is very tedious. And who wants to see that? Maybe there's someone out there that does. I personally wouldn't. Oh yeah, I also... Now we gotta check the drip. I forgot I had costumes. Now we already know what rings look like. So we're gonna rock this for a little bit until we progress the story. Because for now we'll probably just be talking to people. But I'll want them in their original stuff when we start. We already know what the first one looks like because it's from the first game, right? Ooh, okay. Right on, Gaius. That boy clean. Alright, Elliot, something light. Now, Laura's first casual is one of the best casual outfits, dog. That shit is peak. The only one better than that is probably Emma's. I'm expecting great things, Laura. Okay, you went really basic. This is like housewife shit. Like I'm in a kitchen or something, cooking it up. It's cute though. It's not better than the first one though. Okay, Marcus. Yo, this is way better than your first one. I think so. Let me see. This first one ain't that bad though. Your bus. What the fuck is your girl wearing? It's cute though. It's very childish. Elisa, come on. Hold it down, Elisa. Elisa, what the fuck are you wearing? It's like you just reached in your closet and decided to pick anything. I have a little bit of this looking ass. Emma, please. You're my last hope at this point. Everybody has been kind of weak, except for Gaius and Marcus. Let's go! Emma never lets me down. What the fuck are we talking about? Nah, this is goated. This is goated. Nah, this... Let me get off this, bro. That's too goated. I can't even... What in the... My boy Uses. Okay, I see you. Shit look kind of crazy, but look like you joined a boy band. I'm expecting cute things, Milliam. And I have received those cute things. Look at this cutie. Look at this little one. Okay, Sarah. I like that. I like that. That's fire. That's fire. All right, let's not waste too much time. Let's go back to the bridge. All right, I think I've seen all the key on board facilities now. Now all that's left is to tell ಠಃLove where we're going next. Now we'll look at my captain. You're so cute, man. Talking to ಠಃLove in the captain's chair will allow you to both select the destination and organize the party. Regardless of who is selected as Ring's support in battle, Ring will tour the Courageous alone. How to board the Courageous. At their landing, you can board the Courageous again by pressing the square button to access the navigation menu, followed by pressing the start. Note that this feature is not available in dungeons or select portions of the story. Alright, speak to ಠಃLove and select a destination to fly to a specific point within the Airbonia. Checking and reporting quests. You can confirm and report quests by inspecting the orbital computer on the bridge. Reporting quests in its AP, which in turn will periodically raise your student rank and earn new rewards, making it wise to check in frequently. Checking student information. Inspecting the computer also gives you access to the latest information available regarding door students scattered all across Airbonia. Once the information has been read, it will automatically be recorded into your notebook. Very convenient. Alright, let's talk to everybody else. Sarah, you look good. Older women always win, man. Let that be a lesson to you guys.
Got a destination in mind, Reen? I think these are the only places it'd be safe for us to land right now.
You can now travel to Ymir using the Courageous. Hey, we can go see moms and pops. You can now travel to Nord. You can now travel to Grelia Proving Ground, which is where we're gonna go first because that's where Monica is. You can now travel to the remains of Grelia Fortress. You can now travel to Legrand.
When you've decided where you want to go, let me know and I'll take you there.
Will do, thanks.
Where do you want to go?
Oh, I love your voice. Let's go to the Proving Ground.
Full speed ahead!
Hey, gave us a little event for it. Hey, dun, 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 hey. What's going on, everybody? What's up? Dun, dun, hey. We're lagging a bit behind in gathering and delivering supplies, so Sergeant Major Emmett and I are helping out. We're pretty short on manpower right now, even with the 5th Division guys pitching in. Speaking of the Sergeant Major, he should be back by now. As much as I want to go talk to everybody, first. That is Monk. I couldn't quite remember if Monk was here or not. I did mention that Monk. Yeah, I did mention Monk was at Grellia because he was crying about Misty. Look at my little. Nah, look at my child, man. What you got in the shop? Broken. I already upgraded everything, but you know. Thanks to the RMP, we're at least able to refresh our stores of supplies somewhat. We don't usually get much in the way of new ingredients though, so my biggest challenge is making good use of what I have. It's a worthwhile challenge, keeps me busy. As the man in charge of meals, the kitchen is my battlefield, and I intend to do justice to the 4th Division's reputation. The pots I use here are my very own, in fact. I carefully chose them for their quality, and I'll make the most of them. Sounds like you take everything very seriously here in the kitchen. Oh, it's so good we brought her friend. We brought her best friend Laura. Look how she lit up. Look at my sweet child, man. I'm ready to fight everybody over Monica.
Laura, and the rest of Class 7 too. I've been looking forward to seeing you again for quite some time, Monica. I'm so glad to see you're safe and sound. Same to you, I've been so worried all this time.
Oh, look at this, you cutie.
But I'm happy to see you were able to find the rest of your classmates.
Yeah, we all finally got back together in Legram not too long ago, actually. But we didn't come to tell you that. There's actually something we wanted to ask you. Reen explained that they were looking for other Thora students to fight on the Courageous alongside them.
Me? Fight as part of the Courageous crew? I'm glad you took the time to come out and find me, but I can't imagine I'd prove all that useful to you. I may be a military academy student, but I'm not exactly a natural brawler, especially compared to you, Laura.
You don't have to take up a sword to come and fight with us, though.
Reen's right. Even in military, not every soldier stands on the front lines with a gun in hand. Success comes from all kinds of people making the most of their talents to strengthen the group as a whole. And speaking personally, having you with us would really put me at ease, allowing me to fight my very best.
That's very sweet.
Well, I have picked up some skills helping out with the cooking and some other basic tasks here at the camp. I don't know how much that knowledge will really help you, but I'll do what I can to lend a hand with whatever needs doing on board. I look forward to having you on our side, Monica.
Glad to have you along. Hey, let's go. Monica was welcomed aboard the Courageous. You guys know I had to get my daughter. I told you that was going to be the very first thing I did. Best friends. She was originally taken in by the 4th Division, but learning of Laura's safety, she came aboard the Courageous. No. Alright, I wonder why Monk isn't going to be coming with us. As he doesn't have the little red exclamation. I hear you're operating the Courageous with a crew compromised solely of students, huh? So you think that just because you got the backing of royalty, you're above fighting for one of the factions? Some people might condone that approach, but not me. You need a clear stance on where you stand in this war and stick to it. War is no place for the vain idealism of youth. You'll see that yourself soon enough. war makes for a much harsher, less forgiving environment than you think it does. I suggest you give some thought to where you really stand while you still have the opportunity to do so. Can't even really get mad about what he's saying. No matter where I look, I can't find a thing. Why won't this war hurry up and fizzle out already? Hey, Monk. Still here, I see. No, it's you guys. Nice to see that you're all happy and healthy. Nice to see you're alive, at least. Anyway, we've got something to ask you. Right now, we're trying to gather up Academy students to help us fight aboard the Courageous. So we were wondering... No, not in the mood. Not right now, anyway. As you know, I normally jump at the chance. I don't know how much material it'd give me. Oh boy, here we go. The material. There's nothing at news on the radio these days. What's the point of sending in material? We'll read it. I'll even look. Oh, sure. We'll give you some space then. Oh well. There's no point in pressing the issue. Man, that focus won't change his mind.
Guess we'll have to come back some other time.
Like I said, there's probably a requirement we need in order to recruit Monk. Not sure what the hell that's gonna be, but... There's no way he's joining us right now the way he is. Guess we'll just try again another day. Also, if you're wondering why I didn't read that dialogue right there from Monk, it's because I just read it. He just said the same thing. So I usually avoid trying to repeat myself. Rex is finally back. I don't believe he was here last time, but I think they mentioned he had left or something.
Yo, what's up guys? Long time no see.
Rex? It's the last place I thought I'd find you.
You wouldn't believe it, but I've been following the Imperial Army around and getting close-up photos of the war. But I hear the stuff you guys have been getting up to is even crazier. I don't know if I'd say that we've been doing any crazier, or I don't know if I'd say what we've been doing is any crazier than getting photos on a battlefield.
Sounds like you've been putting in a lot of legwork. Anyway, given that we just so happen to run into each other, you know what we're doing. Want to join the Courageous?
Me on the Courageous? Seriously? We could always use more people.
The more the merrier.
If you want to take photos, being able to fly around the country will be a smart move too. You really know how to tempt the guy. But nah, I'll pass. Maybe another day.
Nah? What do you mean, nah? Your ring got triggered. My man was like, what the fuck do you mean? Yo, get aboard the Courageous right now.
Look, I put a lot of thought into what I can do to help this country when it's slowly sinking into hell like this. Then I realized, I'm a cameraman. With all the media control, I'm one of the few people who can capture the truth of this war. And I can do that way better on the battlefield next to the army and the RMP than I could on the Courageous. Sorry.
I see.
You've clearly given your choice a lot of consideration. I respect that.
Yeah, you see how serious Laura looked? My goodness.
Cool. Well, we done here. Good luck with yourself, though. It's been a neat follow. I'll be doing my thing down on the ground.
Alright then. Just don't get too gutsy out there on the battlefield.
While you guys are flying around up high, I'll be putting in work as a war photographer down below. The next subject? Why, that lovely lady in uniform over there, of course.
Do you even know what a war photographer does? I'm afraid he doesn't. Now he does. Rex isn't stupid. He's just, yeah, something's a little wrong with him, but you just gotta kind of ignore him. Like, he does take good photos. It just so happens to be all women. A photographer with a passion for taking photos of girls and not much else. Found his calling as a war photographer.
It sure has been busy around here lately. No sooner does one operation wrap up that another one's about to begin. I'm getting by though. It helps that I've got a list of good meals you can eat will go in hand as you work. This is one of my favorites. Why not try to make some for yourself?
Receive the tomato burger. And be honest, guys. I don't like tomatoes on my burger. Yep, I said it. Just give me bacon and cheese.
Those provincial army guys can't get it through their thick skulls even after we've beaten them this many times. We've been stuck in this deadlock for over 3 weeks now, and soldiers on both sides are getting pretty tired of it. I'm going to have to make sure the troops remain vigilant and don't make any careless mistakes.
She really is a flawless commanding officer. Nothing gets past her, especially when it comes to tanks. If something on tanks isn't done the way she wants it, she'll do it herself. And her work is first rate too. Yeah, first rate, huh? Don't be talking about my girl King Halo. First rate Uma? Hey, speaking of Uma amused me. You bust, I asked you about it not too long ago, right? And you said you were still playing it. But I don't believe I asked you if you got nature. Because both of our best girls were in a banner. It was around when I wasn't playing, I was inactive. Or not playing the game, but I mean recording. So I didn't get a chance to ask you. But I wanted to know if you got nature, the cheerleading nature. Because unfortunately for me, I did not get the cheerleading King Halo. I didn't get nature either. I would have took either one of them. But you know, I wanted King Halo because that's my girl. So I wanted to know if you got nature. Because I know that's your favorite girl, unless she's not your favorite anymore. We need to stay on top of everything so she won't overwork herself. You can't just have the tank officer do all the work. It's important that we all carry out that jobs we've been assigned.
Leave it to me.
That boy fresh. Look at that boy Gaius. That boy just went to church.
It's my turn. Onward.
Let's move. All right.
That's all of them accounted for. Good. I need to keep what's left of the 5th Division in order. If I don't, who will? Barring a few exceptions like me, the 5th Armored Division was completely wiped out during the attack on Guerrilla Fortress. Out of the survivors, I happen to be the highest in rank. And that's why it's my duty to look after the survivors and keep the division line. If I don't, who will? Do you get CP back for resting here? I don't believe you do, but... Oh, you do! Oh, let's go. Go ahead and do that real quick. You know me. Gotta have the C to the P.
I'm so glad Monica was finally able to be reunited with her friends. She's been worried about all of you for such a long time now. Promise me you'll take good care of her, okay?
Listen to me, Sarifa. I'm her father. Of course I'm gonna take care of Monica. Come on, what are we saying? Let's be real here.
It's good to see Rex back in camp again. He always makes me laugh whenever he's here. He keeps calling me an angel of the battlefield for some reason. He's probably just joking around to keep my spirits up, but honestly, I appreciate it. We could all use a boost in times like these.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He's not even joking around. He's dead serious.
I need to pull myself together. I don't want people to feel like they have to go out of their way for me like that.
Trust me, even if nothing was going on, he'd be saying the same thing to you. Just how he is. But we might have to go back to the Courageous just to, check in with Monica. She'll probably have different dialogue. You have business with the Lieutenant General? I'm sure he'll be overjoyed to see all of you, especially with Elliot in tow. Feel free to head on in.
Okay.
Pops. What's going on, Pops? Oh, Elliot. Did you see my request?
Sure did, Dad. You want us to help you find a missing civilian, right?
Although, it looks as though you're busy with a meeting. Should we come back a little later?
Please, don't hold back on our account. We're certainly busy, but that's all the more reason to get this taken care of.
He's right. It was because we don't have the time to handle it ourselves that we called you to begin with. What's more, wasn't it your platoon who took a civilian in to begin with, Go? Yes, sir. My men are in charge of patrolling the area and taking any civilians found wandering into our safe custody. The one we called you here about was the wandering of the highway a few days ago.
After that, he remained in base camp without causing trouble until this morning when he simply disappeared. We haven't the faintest clue where he is.
As I said earlier, we don't have the time to look for him, but even so, we can't very well sit back and twiddle our thumbs. That was why we chose to call on you.
I see. Sounds like the perfect job for us. Yep, fits us to a T.
My thoughts exactly. As such, I'd like to entrust the task to you if you're willing. So how about it?
I don't think this is something we could ignore in good conscience, but we'd be happy to accept.
Excellent. I'll leave finding him to you then.
It's possible that someone here in the camp may have seen him leave. Perhaps asking around may be a good place to start. That sounds like a good idea. Thanks, Captain.
Other than that, I'll leave it to you guys to decide how best to approach this. But if the Provincial Army decides to attack, withdraw to safety immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Quest without leave started. I wish we could help, but I'm afraid we simply don't have the time. I'll leave everything to you. I'm sure you'll be fine even without us.
That civilian stood out a fair bit in the base camp too. Might find out something about where he could have gone if you ask around.
We've destroyed 7 of them just this week. The Provincial Army must be getting frustrated by now. Now may be a good time to advance to the next phase of our plan.
Can't underestimate the soldiers' mobility. they catch us off guard, that could be the end of us.
We can't stay holed up in here forever either. We'll need to formulate some kind of plan. And soon.
Alright, let's start by asking around. You're looking for the civilian who was here, I believe. I hope his sudden disappearance doesn't confirm the suspicions I had about him being a spy. I'm not sure there's much evidence pointing in that direction right now. But either way, do you remember when you last saw him? Just this morning, actually. He was standing off in the corner of the camp, muttering to himself. I couldn't make out what he was saying, but it seemed like he was looking for someone. It doesn't give us much to go on that would prove helpful in finding him. There's a distinct possibility the man you're looking for was just posing as a civilian to get information from us. If you can't find where he's gone, we may be forced to assume the worst and keep any other civilians we bring here under strict surveillance. I can't say I'm surprised at his reaction. He's always been a real stickler when it comes to rules and regulations.
To be fair, he's right though. You would definitely have to start watching people.
You're looking for the young man who's in camp at the moment. Yes, he does come here from time to time. He always seems so sad. I tried to strike up a conversation with him this one time, thinking it'd cheer him up. And it did too. He went out seeming all cheerful and motivated afterward.
Bro, is she talking about who It can't be. There's no fucking way. Why do I have a very, very sick feeling in my stomach, dog. They're talking about Anton. It's Anton. He's here. He's sad because he probably still hasn't met up with Ricky. Oh my goodness, bro. It's Anton. I'm sure of it. I don't have a single doubt in my mind. Sounds like we're dealing with a pretty simple-minded guy here, doesn't it? You wouldn't happen to know where he might be now, would you?
Sorry, but I'm afraid not.
We don't have much to go on then.
The civilian you're looking for always seems sulky and frankly kind of miserable. My guess is he's been going through a few harrowing experiences of his own, but I'm afraid I couldn't tell you where he might be now.
That's Anton. 100%. You're looking for the civilian who was here, sirs? He spent most of his time wandering around the camp. Always struck me as a man who would inadvertently stumble into trouble.
Really? You wouldn't happen to have any idea where he could be now, would you?
I'm afraid not. Wish I could be a little more helpful. Alright then, thank you for your time. Alright, hopefully someone over here has the answer we're looking for. Some sort of clue.
You're looking for a civilian, right? Yes, he did come here every time we were serving a meal. He seemed kind of pitiable, really. Spilled his soup a few times and always gave this odd, insincere smile when he did.
Oh, right. Do you remember when you last saw him around?
This morning's breakfast, actually. Haven't seen him since, but who knows when he'll pop in again.
Alright, well, thanks for your time. Much luck here either.
That young man was probably one of the least manly men I've ever laid eyes on. I remember that about him, if not much else. That's why I notice whenever he turns up, so I can say with pretty good certainty that breakfast was the last time I saw him. So they're saying he's not manly at all, huh? Phew. That was a tough job. No, I wasn't expecting to find you here, Elliot. Hi. Would you mind if we asked you something? After confirming it was okay, they asked Sergeant Major Emmons if he had seen the civilian. No, he's missing, is he? I did actually see him roughly an hour ago. Really? Where did you see him? He was heading in the direction of the fortress. Couldn't tell you more than nothing. What would he be doing there? Indeed, I can't imagine what business a civilian would have in the ruins of a fortress. It seems our destination is set. Yeah, let's go after him. Thank you for your information, sir. No, it's nothing. Best of luck finding him. Looked like he was mumbling something to himself too, now that I think about it. That by itself isn't especially noteworthy though. He's been like that ever since he first showed up here. This is all there was in the storehouse. You think it'll be enough? We should be able to make it work, I think. We could definitely have done with some more oil though. Now let's return. Let's go, first of all, before we do anything else, let's... Oh, there she is. Oh, look at these two. The addition of Monica to our crew has only served to strengthen my resolve. I will use my blade to cleave open the ship's path from those of all its crew. That is my duty as my father's daughter and one of the caretakers of this ship. There's plenty of room for the ship's crew to expand as well. Our search for new members continue, I suppose. Ever since you brought me aboard, I've been trying to figure out what to do to play my part. So I started thinking about what I was good at and it hit me. Lunchboxes. Super nice lunchboxes could really lift people's spirits. So I'm trying to improve my skills and make the best lunchboxes I possibly can. That's an interesting idea. I can see it working for you, Monica. I'm sure everyone will love sampling whatever you come up with. Heck, I'm getting hungry already. Can't wait. Glad to hear, because I need your help. Would you mind bringing me some really superb dishes for reference? Superb? Superb how? Anything that you taste and think, wow, that's superb will do. They'll help me expand my lunchbox repertoire. Given that you carry your own recipe book around everywhere, I thought you'd be the perfect person to ask. What do you say? Willing to help me out? Well, if it leads to building a better lunchbox, I'm on board. If I stumble onto anything superb, I'll bring it straight to you. Thank you very much. This should be fun for the both of us. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, Monica. I'm probably missing a lot of recipes and you won't get much out of me, but I will give you some of them that I already have. Laura's been showing me around this ship. I don't know if I'll really be much help to all of you, but I'll do what I can. It's the least I can do after you went to the trouble of bringing me on board.
You're so sweet, man. Hey. It's crazy looking at this place, man. Look at the craters everywhere. My goodness. No matter how many times I see what's left of the fortress, it doesn't get any less shocking. Hey, you and me both. The ions are different, bro. Oh my goodness.
It's not as though we had any real personal attachment to this fortress, but to see this happen to it.
Still, this is no time to be feeling overwhelmed by the scenery. We need to focus on finding that missing civilian. How about we start by combing this area? Hopefully we'll find him soon. I felt like I just sensed something strange. Maybe it was just my imagination. Oh boy, if you felt something strange, it definitely wasn't your imagination. We got chests everywhere.
I spy with my little eye the goods.
Found crystal flood. Yeah, look at this place, man. What a view. Not the kind of view we would want to see, though. Let's be real here.
Huh, that treasure chest looks really nice.
We found the Edmonton shield. They might slap that on Marcus, maybe. Routine sip of mass. Did that say 400 or 4,000? Blue chest over here as well. A spiritual presence is emanating from the chest, combating its fee and Sarah. If you want a little beer, get a pint glass. If you want more, a tankard. But if you want to really get smashed, pour it into a Valentine. No, this is disgusting. Don't ever make me read shit like this ever again. Seriously. We need Sarah. Do we have Sarah in our party or Fee? We have Fee. We need Sarah. I get it. That's why they made the joke. So what would they say if we didn't have Fee and we had Sarah instead? Oh, you're the worst students. What are you doing here? We could come under attack at any time. I suggest you hurry back to the base camp where it's safe. Actually, we're looking for someone. They told the soldiers about the missing civilian and asked if they had seen him. A missing civilian? Sorry, doesn't ring a bell. We just came back from controlling the Biro. Didn't see anyone there at the very least.
Sounds like he must be somewhere in this fortress then.
Let's keep up the search. Thank you both for your assistance. We just returned from patrolling the Biro. We didn't see any civilians there either. Wherever they are, doubt they're over there. The provincial army's been more aggressive than ever lately. I'd seriously suggest you get yourself back to the base camp where it's safer. Oh, I see someone. You see him? It's crazy how far you can see. That is Anton. What did I tell you guys? Start listening to me. Start listening to me. I told you guys it was Anton. We've been rocking with Anton since Sky. We know We know about how he is. We know his personality, man. Come on. Yo, I haven't read Anton dialogue in such a long time. I forgot what voice I gave him. Now, most of the time I just wing it, but Anton is a voice that I specifically gave him from Sky, and I always try to be consistent, but I can't really remember how it sounds. I know it's kind of whiny. I can't find him anywhere. I even called them all the way to this scary looking place to find him. Anton, I'm sorry, man. It's sad not seeing him with Ricky. Ricky, where are you? Run, Ricky! If you're there, say something. Could this be... Yeah, I think this is our guy. Wait, he actually looks kind of familiar. He should. Huh? Who are you? Wait, I know you. You're those students who helped me out a few months back. Come on, don't tell me you've forgotten me. You came to my aid when I was all lost by Orc's fort. I remember now. I was back during our field study at Berear. Your name's Anton, right? From ಠಃLove. Oh, he was the one we escorted back to the city. We saw him in a few other places too. I guess he hasn't been home to ಠಃLove since. We should probably ask him what he's doing here. Anton! Yeah, I need him to be reunited with Ricky as soon as possible. He can't function without his bro. So you came here looking for a friend you were separated from just before the war broke out. But didn't he say... Correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it him that stated that Ricky was... Didn't Ricky head to... Was he in Heimdall? Okay, he confirmed it. I knew it. I was like, he mentioned it before. Yeah, Ricky went to Heimdall all on his own. And right after that, it got occupied by the Alliance. I've been all over the place looking for him, even the Heimdall station. But I can't find him anywhere. I'm so sorry, Ricky. If only I'd gone with you. I see. That is quite worrying. Yeah. I know as well as anyone what it feels like to not know where your loved ones are. Elise. It's really scary seeing what's going on over in Crossbell. Yep, and you were just there not too long ago, buddy. My man's really tried to... Yeah, he tried to get hooked up with Fran. It just didn't go his way because Fran... that girl has a sister complex or something. Big time. The last girl to win my heart is still there too. Fran. Uh-oh. He's still attached to Fran. Oh, Fran, please be okay. Man, I love it. I love seeing characters that bring up other characters, man. It's so good. Especially when it's not even a main character, it's just an NPC. You may have turned me down, but I'll never forget your beautiful smile. Well, regardless,
Now we know what you're doing here. Still don't think you should be coming to places this dangerous without some type of permission though. This area could become a battleground at a moment's notice. We should get you back to base camp. I suppose you're right. I can't say I like this place very much anyway. And it's not like I'm gonna find Ricky here, so I don't mind coming with you.
We'd appreciate that.
Okay, we've done our part. Let's tell the Lieutenant General we found him.
Good to see my boy, though. What's going on? What the? Whoa, what was that?
Anton is resting in the mess hall at the moment. He's been warned not to cause any more trouble, so he should hopefully behave from now on.
I see. You've all done a fine job.
Agreed, I couldn't be more pleased with the results. And it sounds as though you didn't find him a moment too soon.
What do you mean?
We received a report of an unidentifiable large monster appearing not long ago. Inside Corellia Fortress, no less.
Unidentifiable? Is it some new species?
It must have only just appeared too, because we didn't see anything like that when we were there.
Correct on both accounts. In truth, this isn't the first time this has happened. We've been receiving reports of strange monsters appearing out of nowhere in various locations for several days.
My man's out here got cryptids everywhere.
Could they be cryptids?
If their appearance really is due to the chaos in Erebonia becoming greater, could this be happening all over the country? Or cryptids was appeared even in Crossabel.
We would like to take care of the problem ourselves, but unfortunately, we simply don't have the spare manpower. It pains me to leave them be, but we've no choice until the war situation is settled down to some degree. This is just one more reason Erebonia has become an increasingly dangerous land. I suggest you remain vigilant if you intend to continue your travels.
We'll be sure to do so, sir.
Good. In lighter news, please take this as thanks for helping us today.
Receive the Panzer goggles.
What you've done was only possible because you chose to remain neutral. We'll be counting on you if anything else should come up.
We'll be happy to help. Feel free to get in touch if you ever need us.
Quest. Without leave completed. If anything like that crops up again, you know exactly who to call upon. Still, as you know, this war is becoming more dangerous by the day, so I suggest you all remain vigilant during your travels.
Thank you all for your assistance. That's one less thing for us to worry about. Unfortunately, there's little we can do about those cryptids or whatever you call them. You're welcome to try your luck against them if you want, but it's not going to be a fun time if you do. Be careful.
Be careful on your way back. There's been some movement over at the Twin Dragons Bridge, you see. My guess is that we'll be seeing a new battle in a matter of hours. We're used to skirmishes with them on a daily basis, but we'd hate for you to get caught up in it. We need to find Anton. But there he is.
Guys, you gotta save me. All I wanted to do was to get something to eat. Then this scary army guy came and sat down next to me and started asking me all kinds of questions.
Yes, he did, because he clearly thinks you're a spy, Anton.
He's seriously creeping me out.
You know, your behavior has caused a lot of people to worry. I think you have an obligation to explain yourself.
I know, but I don't think my delicate heart can take much more of this pressure.
Well, I don't know how much we can do to help you there. You're gonna have to tough this one out on your own.
But he keeps asking me these questions that are really hard to answer. When is he gonna let me go?
So you're from Liberal, are you? Don't see many foreigners around here these days. So what brings you to Erebonia?
Well, I might as well just be up front. I came looking for love.
Looking for love. A likely story. He's clearly trying to bluff his way through.
Uh-oh. He doesn't believe me, does he? And I'm even telling the truth, too.
If someone acts suspicious, it's my duty to evaluate whether they might be a spy.
There's something about this pitiful behavior that leads me to believe this isn't just some act. I still can't just let him off the hook on a whim. I suppose I'll keep him here for questioning a while longer.
Well, good luck, Anton. I believe we've done everything here, right? We talked to everyone. We did the quest. Let's return to the Courageous. I guess we'll probably head to Legram, because I know we have a quest there, right? With Terry and Cargo. But they did say a cryptid appeared. Maybe I'll do it later. For now, let's try to focus on.
Where do you want to go?
For now, let's try to focus on, talking to everybody and knocking out some quests.